I'm just trying to think what are the carries against Terra. Traditionally, the carries is like Phantom Lancer, Arc Warden.
10 seconds
Yeah, what else do you want to go?
I think
Those are
PL,
the
yeah.
two big
5
ones, really.
seconds
Or you play
remaining.
like fast paced. If you want to out carry
Oh,
TB,
yeah.
the Naga Siren, I guess, is maybe an option as well. This is a Mizu team. He may not be the Naga player anymore since he's the offlaner, but he may still feel like, this is the hero we want.
Yeah, man. Finally, my time to shine. Naga Siren comes in. I have seen in the TI-10 we have seen the Naga Siren of Yotoro not going for some farming strat like old school Naga Siren with the Radiance and stuff, right? But he went for the battle build, Sentient Yasha and Meta
Radiant
style
team
going for the
battle.
fast fight. Could be that one, but they secure their core first. The track, yes, this is the core.
Yep. Yeah, they, I guess, prioritize. I mean, they don't have. Now they can just pick whatever carry they want because they have enough of a TB answer with Leshrac.
Yes.
So there's your AoE
10
damage.
seconds
You can kill the illusions. If you feel like you need
Dire
even more,
team
Mirana can go for like an Aghanim Scepter. So they can just pick whatever carry they feel like fits the game best now. PL does end up getting banned because it's the TB counter,
Radiant
so
team
That's
battle.
they would have known this is coming.
Great
You pick
call.
Leshrac there instead of PL, it's going to get banned.
Alright, straight up got banned. PL. T-Blade. What can we do with the T-Blades? Yeah, the other options by any of the game fast seems to be more interesting
10
after PL
seconds
getting
remaining.
banned. But we'll have to take a look.
5 seconds remaining.
Lycan. All those are still in the
Yeah.
options.
I'm not sure either team wants to Lycan here. I think for Nigma Galaxy, it's not a hero that carries late game. Like with Tide Hunt, they could go for like all-in push, but that's
Oh,
just
yeah.
not their playstyle. I think that doesn't work with their playstyle so well. As for Ragdoll, offlane Lycan, I don't know. I think with offlane Lycan, you want to carry that can benefit from the Wolf Bite, which Terrorblade isn't really. You want like that melee hero maybe. And they've already got an offlaner. They've got Legion Commander, so I don't think they're looking for an offlane pick. They're probably just looking for their other support. Oh, sorry, no, sorry, Death Prophet Weaver. No, what are they looking? They're looking for they're looking for a mid. Okay, that's what they're looking for. Yeah. Unless they want to do Death Prophet.
Phantom Assassin for Nigma Galaxy. Makes sense,
Yeah,
right?
It does. It could. I think it could be PA anti-mage if they want to go greedy. They want to win late game. AM's a little risky. I think against Legion Commander can be rough, and against physical damage draft like TB Weaver, playing AM can be a bit tricky. I'd rather maybe they go like Morphling. We haven't seen Morphling between these two teams, but Morph is a carry hero a lot of teams are going to right now. It feels like pretty solid.
That's a great ban on the Monkey King. Yeah.
Yep.
Faceless Void is another name. Jumping in,
Radiant
Chronosphere, and then
team
follow up with all the damage of the track, and then just trying to ravage on top of it again. But we'll see. Queen of Pain. Ragdoll is going to get the first draft, and then Nigma Galaxy will get a chance
10
to just
seconds
last pick it.
remaining. 5
So
seconds
what's it going to be
remaining.
for Ragdoll for the mid lane? I mean, the Spirit's still in the pool. With Legion TB, I think they need maybe some more burst damage for mid game. Something to give some dual kills. Bat Rider, that's good amount of damage. Not like burst damage, but it's damage. Like that's to me what I look at their draft and feel like they lacked is just some way to kill some of these heroes. They got a lot of physical damage from TB. They now throw in some magic damage, and Bat Rider here that can maybe threaten to kill this Leshrac in the mid lane if
10
Leshrac
seconds
ever,
remaining.
plays too aggressive.
Yeah, that's gonna put a
5
lot of
seconds
concerns on
remaining.
Leshrac mind. That the standing position will be quite hard for him.
You may now select your heroes.
Ooh, carry
Invoker,
Leshrac.
man.
I don't think he saw this one coming. They were expecting the Lesh to be the mid laner, and then they just bust out an Invoker. So I'm pretty sure Leshrac goes safe lane and Invoker goes mid.
Wow.
Yeah, in your dream, picking up the Leshrac.
Wow.
Ooh.
Just wow, man. I mean, I
That's a
admit I
surprise.
do have like a flash in my mind that what if it's gonna be invokers and stuff, but no, because Nigma Galaxy loves the carries, and then this has actually surprised me. And I just read some articles like 2-3 days ago. It was about the comeback of all these non-physical hard carries. For example, Leshrac, we're playing Leshrac as post one. The in the Dota buff, right? And it's showing the trends that all these carries are coming back in the high rank games, and well, we'll see. But like you said, playing like this is like playing against time bomb. You were limited with time, so let's see.
Yeah.
Changing their play style drastically, is it gonna work for NGX?
Yep, you definitely don't want this game to go too much into the late game when you don't have that traditional hard carry, that traditional late gamer. So it's going to be a different look from this team here. I'm very curious to see as Nigma Galaxy. I mean, this is their first time playing Invoker in DPC League. Something that Alacrity is well known for, though. It's one of his more often played heroes in competitive games and pub games. He does love to play the Invoker. It's his most played. In terms of pubs, it's his most picked by a big margin.
Oh my.
He's an Invoker spammer.
Yes. He must have like a very fast fingers.
Yep.
All
He's
right.
got the master tier.
That's true. He must be good at all the music games, this guy. Because I heard the players, you know, they train by playing all the music games, the DJ games and stuff. Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the second game of the best of 3 series. Ragdoll stay at the same side on the Radiant. Xyclopz on Batrider, VT Fated and T-Blade. GY on Legion Commander. And Menu Ping on Dead Prophet and Yif on Weaver.
For Enigma Galaxy, SEA, this is one of their 2 teams. We have Pelusin playing Lion, Alacrity playing Invoker, In Your Dream playing Leshrac, Joachim playing Mirana, and Mizu playing Tidehunter.
Awesome. Awesome. So, which side do you prefer?
After seeing game 1 end, I draft-wise, hard to... It's not like there's one team with a straight-up better draft. It's just 2 very clashing styles. Like, Nigma Galaxy want to play the early to mid game, where they get an advantage, they push with this Leshrac Edict, they have all this magic damage. They don't have a good late game. And then for Ragdoll, it's kind of the opposite, where they want to stall, keep towers alive, and play for late game. The thing is, their draft doesn't defend towers well. They don't have that, like, Tidehunter or Medusa.
That's true.
Like what we saw last game from Nigma Galaxy, Tide, Medusa, Leshrac, these heroes defend towers really well.
Yes.
Well, Leshrac when you have the shard.
That's very good
Heroes
point that
like-
you raised.
Yeah, Batrider doesn't defend towers that well, neither does TB. Legion's okay, like you can throw out the overwhelming odds. Weaver can throw out some bugs, but it's not great tower defense. So if they can get to late game, Ragdoll, you know, they should win, unless they're like really far behind on gold. But getting to late game is tricky.
10 minutes, 3 tier 1 tower, possible?
10 minutes?
10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, to get... I think by 10 minutes they'll have at least 1 tower, maybe 2. I'm not sure if they'll get the mid tower as well.
Yeah.
I think their goal is like get their first tower maybe around 10 minutes, and then get their next tower around like 12 to 15 minutes.
All right.
But then I think it's like that mid game, like from 15 to 20 minutes. That's when they want to take all the towers. Like the first 10 minutes, they're not that strong until they get their levels. Like Leshrac needs to max Edict, be like level 8, level 9. Invoker needs levels, so they do need levels early on. Like it's not like from the lanes they're going to play super aggressive. It comes a bit later.
All right. On top, it's going to be Leshrac and Lion. I mean, if they really want to win this one, they need to seek for some kills. Playing aggressive against all these heroes, that's what I'm talking about. But the first split third was missed.
Yeah, you got to practice that one. The 1.4 second stun on Earth Spike, not the longest stun.
Yeah.
The second one, he lands on some creeps, which was intentional. Got 2 creeps with it. That was nice.
Dire's courier has
I'm going to lose his courier up top. That's a bit annoying for him. But that's what Weavers do. They just kill a bunch of couriers and make your life miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm inspired to play Weaver. I'm going to, right after this, I'm going to go back home, play a lot of Weaver. Yeah. Back to the bottom lane. We have TB and Dead Prophet. teaming up together against Thai Hunter and also Dokkan on the Mirana. I think that the lane would be slightly easier for Misu compared to the last game. I don't think he will get the Laguna Blade a lot like last game. But, well, he's gonna deal with the same enemy, which is Dead Prophet, so can't underestimate the power of Spirit Siphon.
Yep. Yeah, I'm wondering if we see any difference in his game. Wraith King has a bit more maybe kill threat than the TB, although, you know, when Metamorph is up, if TB has like some boots, he can kind of chase you down.
Yeah. He's a fast movement speed hero anyway, starting off with the 315 movement speed.
Yep. Something cool done by the Invoker in the mid lane. He's getting the Forward Spirit. He's got an early point in Exort just for the Forward Spirit so he can deny the runes. He denied top rune with the Forward Spirit while picking up the bottom one. So this Batrider is going to not get many runes if the Invoker keeps doing this.
On top lane, I'm surprised that they're playing aggro against Team NGX.SEA.
Yeah.
And it was NGX.SEA with a great counter. They just planted the sentry immediately and killed Yif. Seems like this is not going the way Yif won, just like last game.
Yeah. He's going to be a little bit careful. Respect the Lion having that double disables and a sentry ward meant he was ready for the rotation. Does let Weaver TP mid to refill the bottle. Arjit or Citrus on the Batrider is just like, yeah, I'm not getting any runes. I need some help. If you're going to TP back to lane, give me a bottle refill.
That's a good help. Yif. At the bottom lane, the harassing power of Team NGX was much better than the previous game. Having Jokam standing around, babysit Misu, and shooting from long range with the Mirana helps a lot.
Yep. Wasn't sure which way Invoker's build was going to go in the mid lane. Looks like he's going for Exort Invoker. He got a second point into Exort. At level 2, he had Quas Wex, but then he's kind of either changed his mind or just wanted the 1 point in the spells early on. So we could see some Sunstrikes.
He's playing a big role on top, trying to harassing the Apollos and trying to make their life uncomfortable. Even though he died one time, he's just gonna keep coming back in. And leading GY to farming behind the top tier 1 tower.
Yeah, but in your dream may try and punish this. He does pull the creep wave back, so not letting them steal these creeps. Peloton
and Yif movement is so crucial to this game.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yif is scouting out some of these stacks. Peloton does have a range drop now, so he can block some of this damage and play a bit more aggressive with his Lion.
On the bottom lane, I am seeing Menu Ping doing the same old stuff, Spirit Siphon on Misu. But now he was hit by an arrow. That's something he needs to be careful about. Something different. Spirit Siphon aiming for the Misu. VT Faded is going to attack him from long range. Jokam leaped away. Back to top lane.
Top. Yep.
Yeah, a very tough fight. All the lanes, still no first blood just yet, but all the lanes are quite fun to watch.
Yep. Well, there was the first blood top, but no kills after that.
Yeah, sorry.
But I'm curious to see Invoker. He's got Sunstrike queued up already. He's been a bit low mana, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, we may have seen more Sunstrikes to these side lanes, but probably top lane is where the most likely action will happen. I think bottom lane is kind of a bit of a boring farm lane until either heroes rotate or Tide hits level 6, because you don't really have a good setup for the arrow. Nice little courier snipe there. But most likely, yeah, top lane is where all the fighting's kind of happening.
Yep, going straight in. A Hex and maybe an Earthbite. Oh, miss a split turret. Gotta let go. And now, just like you said, he added up some Sunstrike. It's getting quite scary for Team Ragdoll.
Now they know Alacrity has the Sunstrike. Perhaps before that, they weren't sure how many points or what exactly he was doing with his build, but Quas Exort is the way he wants to go.
Yif, next thing we know, he's camping out at the middle lane and trying to just shoot in when he has the opportunity. Menu Ping versus Jokam. Menu Ping with the Spirit Siphon. Jokam jumped away. He has to.
Oh, finds a courier as well, but yeah, Jokam, he may force another leap out of him. Gonna throw an arrow, which gets dodged. We finds the
Dire's
courier at the
courier
shop.
has been killed.
This death prophet is just like Spidey senses.
Oh, Sunstrike teaming up. Wow! Sunstrike teaming up with the Hex and another Spy Splinter. Sunstrike finish it off. GY down for the first time. I think the second time. Let me think. Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, his first death. Nice for Alacrity to get himself involved with the Sunstrike. Doesn't get the kill. It's always nice when you can get the kills Invoker and get that gold while you're throwing out the Sunstrikes, but Alacrity just playing the greedy old school style of Quas Exhort Invoker with Midas Rush, Boots of Travel, going for more of that late game play rather than the let's make plays with Quas Wex. And I like this. You've got a Leshrac on your team. You're not fighting. It's like if you have a really greedy carry, like if he had the Medusa this game, you want to go more for like the Quas Wex, earn into, you know, Alacrity up your carry. This game around, there's no one to Alacrity.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, man. Looking at Leshrac farming all the stack, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
All the doubling, eating, pulse novas and stuff.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Keep
attack.
farming. In the first 10 minutes of the game, nothing much
Rabbit
going on.
bottom?
Only 2 kills and yep. Alacrity, I'm sorry, I
Rabbit
missed the
Sunstrike.
action just now. Yeah, Miso trying to get away safely. His teammate, his buddy Jocam dropping quite low. I don't think Jocam's gonna make it. The question is, can Miso?
Ooh.
Yes, can. And
Hit the
Jocam
arrow.
got away, really. Yif is shooting on him, sending in some bugs and finish him off.
I'll thread the needle through your eyes.
Gets out of there on the Tide Hunter. The Mirana dying, not the big kill that they were hoping to get on the Tide. So nicely done. Invoker's trying to rotate on over. He realizes maybe that some stacks are being kind of stolen here by the Batrider, but can't really do a whole lot about it for the time being, so he's just going to give them up.
Alright, the graph looking pretty even between both sides. Ragdoll and Nigma Galaxy. And Alacrity now finish off the hand of Midas. What do you visualize the 30 minutes game gonna be?
In terms of like who's winning or what items, what part of the
Yeah,
what part of the 30
everything.
minutes?
Like team fight, winnings, Byrax still
I
there
think
or
by
not?
then, I think Nigma Galaxy is hoping to have a bit of a lead by that point. Like they're meant to be this strong team that will take all the towers. Like if the game goes according to plan, Nigma Galaxy should have taken almost all the early outer towers by 30 minutes and have Roshan control and like a 10k lead. But if it goes Ragdoll's way, you know, if it's even at 30 minutes, then Ragdoll's doing well because they want to have this even game where TB's free farming.
Yes. And the late game, of course, belongs to team Ragdoll with the TB.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
I don't
is under
think
attack.
it's likely that Ragdoll have a advantage like at 20 to 30 minutes. If anything, I think the game being even is them having an advantage, but we'll see. Right now, both teams trying to get those level 6s. Nice Earth Spike arrow combo.
Oh, permanent stuns. Permanent. Well, welcome to the hood, man.
Radiant's top
And they got the
tower
top
that is-
tower as well.
That is not somewhere where where Legion Commander was welcome. Wrong neighborhood.
Yeah, sure.
They smoke up now. They know someone's going to come try and deward this, I guess, and they want to maybe fight around that ward.
Sneaky. Alright, 2 guys smoking. Looks like the I kind of like the way the Lion and the Mirana are moving
Radiant's bottom
all the
tower
time
is
in the
under
map.
attack.
Peloton calling the game quite well. Jocam.
Yep.
And now they're
Yeah,
trying to push the bottom tier on tower. If they get this one too, then
Radiant's
it would be
bottom
awesome for
tower
them.
is under attack.
Yeah, they want these early towers. You mentioned 10 minutes.
Radiant
What
structures
towers?
are fortified.
They've only gotten the 1 tower at 10 minutes,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower
it's now
is
where
under
they're strong.
attack.
They've got Leshrac, Yule Scepter. They've got a lot of levels on Invokers, so high level Sunstrike.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Double Forge Spirit as well, so they can really push towers with double Forge Spirits in Leshrac.
Jocam just now landing
Radiant's bottom
the
tower
arrow
is under
and
attack.
hit the Batrider. Batrider and also
top
Ragdoll
is
trying
under
to strike
attack.
it back and
Radiant's
taking
bottom
down top tier 1 tower, which is a pretty good thing to do. Somebody get frame rate back. It's gonna be Dokkan to kill the support and also getting a tower. Not bad at all for Team Ragdoll consider their heroes.
Yep. They kill the support, take the tower. Trading towers here is, yeah, it's good for them. They just want to keep this game as even as possible. So just trading farm, trading towers. Keeping this mid tower alive is going to be the tricky part. And we're going to maybe find out if that is indeed possible. But for now, Nigma Galaxy not committing too many heroes to that mid lane.
Alacrity, pretty static to the middle lane. Not moving away that much. Maybe he's just gonna move out after the mid tier 1 tower goes down. Lawson. Another tactical game from both sides.
Yep. Which, I mean, for now, it's not necessarily favoring either team. I think, if any, maybe very slightly Nigma Galaxy, like they want this lanes to just go well enough that they get their early farm and items, and then the fight's going to come soon. Like they're very close to hitting some strong power spikes, I feel like, mostly off of just levels in some of these early game items. But you know, Leshrac and Voker are the two most farmed heroes in the game. Batrider's not really been able to make too many plays or play too greedy, but we'll have a Blink Dagger soon, so we'll see how that kind of changes things up a bit. But when you've got a Midas Invoker getting a lot of levels in farm, you're happy with this low kill game early on, at least.
One thing Ragdoll need to be careful about is the growing on Mitsu. He had such a great game, much better than the previous one. And now he's on the way to an Aghanim Scepter, which is jumping out, and here we go trying to set it the fight up with the Yule Scepter, but he decided at the last minute not to go in.
Yeah, maybe it was the Death Prophet silence, something that got him, but they don't follow it up. Any hero who does get caught by a stun, it feels like they're almost certain to die. Exort's almost maxed out, so those stun strikes, they hurt.
Oh, seems like Ragdoll walking up to the high ground just to see NGX farming in their own territory. They need to react.
Yep.
They retreat.
Just taking out that Radiant Vision, denying them some wards. And they're doing a really good job of making sure that they always have this Invoker farming. They don't have to bring the Invoker. Just a Sunstrike threat is a huge amount of damage, and now they're using the trees for In Your Dream to try and take this mid-tier 1. He knows there's a ward here because he's being hit, so they're doing a good job finding these wards and also taking towers.
Losing tower, gaining towers for Nigma Galaxy is going to help them in financial wise as well. So they're gonna have the really fast item, and once Tidehunter got an Aghanim Scepter, it would be quite hard for Ragdoll to deal with.
Yep. See where he goes after that. Probably the Ags into the Blink Refresher build we saw last game. The Ags is nice with the Refresher because it gives you the mana pool to really sustain it. Often tied with Refresher, you don't have the mana to use all your Ravages plus Refresher, but the Ags gives you that little boost to your mana pool. TY thinking about a duel down bottom, but not sure he's got the damage for it. This time around, they're just not really able to use that Exorcism on the support Death Prophet to make any moves. It's going to be Citrus, Argit on the Batrider. He's hunting. They want Alacrity. Can they find him?
Yes, the second time using it and drag it back, which is a 4 players of Team NGX. Alacrity being found. And that might be his first death. Yes, the
more mid.
Time. And In Your Dream actually kill back on BT Faded. That's a big kill, man.
It just got him. He was turning to Sunder at the very end. He just couldn't quite turn in time. Great kill for NGX to get. They lose the Invoker, so it's kind of like that carry for carry trade. In some ways, the Invoker is like more the carry this game. As both teams are just fighting over these wards early on. A lot of Korea's trying to be hunted. These supports are just having a really good vision battle this game.
Warding game is very important, especially for Nigma Galaxy. Ideally, they just want to make sure they get control of the some certain area that stop T-Blade from farming. Triangle, both sides. Don't underestimate our own triangle because T-Blade can just come in and just steal everything. So this game will
slow down a bit, but gotta imagine Ragdoll may look to make some moves off of these Blink Daggers. They still don't have a TB who's that ready to fight. I think until BKB, the T-Blade is still thinking like, I just want to chill, but...
Yeah. But he's not that far away from
probably...
the site.
Yep. Yeah, he wants to show up last to a fight. Until he has BKB, he's like, okay, if you guys can start a fight, I'll maybe show up later on, but he doesn't want to be the one in the front lines.
Yeah, playing a hard carry, I think the timing of getting into a fight is the hardest thing for me. I mean, when you...
up, Ragdoll.
Yeah.
Here they come.
To the bottom lane. Gonna be the first big team fight. We're gonna stay in the front line. It seems like in your dream's still there though. Oh, they changed direction. Trying to wrap around the mid tier 1 tower. Or getting into the dire NC. That's kinda... Nothing happened. Oh no, Mitsu already got an Aghanim Scepter showing some tsunami over there.
Keeping towers alive. This is very helpful to defend towers. They TP the Lion up top, trying to find some kills here. Citrus is hunting behind the tower, but he gets out in time. Really good map awareness coming from Nigma Galaxy to dodge all these ganks. They're just outmaneuvering Ragdoll right now.
Oh, look at that. He's setting out waves. I would be a good friend with Tide Hunter because I love to surf. He's just like the surf generator. Just shoot me some wave, man.
You gotta be pretty good at surfing, I feel like, to ride his gushes. Those things look violent.
Yeah, quite fast. Catching some big wave. Alright, 4K I hate for Nigma Galaxy. Game is full of tactics. It's still playing with cautious both sides. Citrus.
Scan, but
got
didn't find In Your Dream yet.
He's up to something, Citrus. He's trying to find some angle, maybe jumping in, drag it back. Got In Your Dream position 1. No support from the Razor team. Nigma Galaxy's dominating streak ended right there.
Yep. Great vision. The ward scouted him farming. And that's something Ragdoll have done well, is have these nice wards.
Really?
Listen down bottom.
Wow! What a passion from the 2 support! The 2 supports killed the post 2. Oh my goodness! And they're just gonna sacrifice their life for that. Oh no, man!
Can he get out?
What a play! Pelosi
got the Earth Spike
right there. Got enough damage on
Earth Spike into arrow?
Yeah. Yep.
This Weaver's dying.
Quite low. Oh, the Rabbit finally comes in. NGX.SEA, a Rabbit, and then teleport back. No, he's not gonna make it. It turned to be
he was so close to living.
Bro, it turned to be a great fight for Team NGX.
Yeah. That was crazy how well the supports played. They kill the Batrider by themselves, and then they bait Weaver into the tower, hit him with the Earth Spike in an arrow combo while burning his mana with the mana drain, and kill him as well. And then Mizu shows up like, sure, I'll get a kill with Ravage. He almost lives too. He was like 0.1 second away from TPing out there. That would have been such a one-sided fight if he got the TP out, but luckily for Ragdoll, they killed the Tide. Makes it about a 1,000 gold swing in NGX's favor in the end, so not the worst of fights.
Just wild, man. Lethal duo.
Yep.
Lion and the Mirana. This is not really good for Team Ragdoll because these support could turn themselves into a core players in the late game. Xyclopz now level 12. Oh, now got caught though in a duel. And also everything Citrus Xyclopz. Try to do a couple of leaps, not gonna help.
Nice find. Using these Blink Dagger timings well. Ragdoll. They went for these early blinks on both Bat and Legion, so they can't just sit back and play passive. They need to be able to create space for this Terrorblade. His second item, his Skadi, is not far away, so not going for the BKB, but we'll have that item that makes him much tankier and harder to kill.
I am looking at the Tide Hunter right now. Mitsu, look at all he has. Face boot, Aghanim Scepter, and almost gotta go enough for the Blink Dagger. That's crazy.
Yeah. This Ags is just so nice. He can just insta-clear these waves with 1 Gush plus Anchor Smash. He can defend towers with it. And then you get level 20. I think that's a big reason why he gets it. Level 15, you get plus 120 Gush damage. Level 20, you get minus 4 Gush armor. So there's some really good talents for this Aghanims build.
Yeah, and what you mentioned earlier about going for the Aghanim build, just gonna add up his mana pool as well. So can easily spam all the Gush.
Yep.
Right.
Oh.
The KPM is quite low on this one, but there's so many things to watch. Small techniques. And
it hasn't felt like the boring game.
Yeah.
At least not this stage of the game in the mid game where both teams are making so many aggressive moves. Another smoke coming. Alacrity, he's got Lincolns, but they can break it.
Yeah, Alacrity, can he run away? He needs to buy some time before his teammate support. Where is support? Support error. 404, support not far, but coming in with a small rabbit. Earth spike on 3. What a play by Peloson, turning from bad to good. And didn't even use a real rabbit. Just skip the mini rabbit only. Oh my goodness, 1 menu ping touchdown. He goes down, lost 1 and killed 4.
Yeah.
He deserves a tip. Yeah.
He does deserve the tip. I love this team because they don't do the beat. They don't really tip their opponents, but after a good play, they're always tipping their teammate. Like, they win a big fight that could win them the game, they tip their teammate. They don't tip them for, like, the small good plays. It's only the big ones. And right there, Peloson's Earth Spike. Tide was coming in, getting ready to blink Ravage. He showed up to the fight, and he's like, they're already dead. They've already been ravaged. I guess I don't need to use my...
My goodness. Man, I got a goosebump just now. That was a play. That was a play. I mean, yeah, I know the modern days of Dota 2 is always decided by the carries, of course. But this game is an example that the supports play are really fantasista.
Money changes hands.
Well, we'll see where they go from here. In Your Dreams, Bloodstone Yule's already getting himself some charges, and it's the next smoke. It just feels like smoke after smoke. Both these teams want to constantly fight. Nigma Galaxy going to get some probably deep wards down, maybe set themselves up to take Roshan even.
Man, and this time they're gonna have Invoker to fight with as well for Team Nigma Galaxy. So
yeah, he died before that last fight.
Yeah. Combined with
he's gonna get himself an Aegis.
Is going to be decent for them.
Yep. They scan Roshan, they know what's going on, but they're too far away. They can't stop this one. They're not gonna get. They're not even making them. Even after scanning it, they're not even moving over there. And get the Aegis to In Your Dream. Thought they might prioritize the Invoker, but Invoker still seems to just be in sit back and farm mode, which I'm totally okay with. They need some late game, and Lestrek is the one more ready to fight right now.
Quite a surprise to see Nigma Galaxy playing this playstyle with a fast-paced attacking game. Ooh, interesting.
The prize is mine.
Throwing out the Gush and Misu, clearing all the way from top. Maybe trying to harass the top tier 2 tower just a little bit. Or maybe sending invitations to Team Ragdoll to join a 5v5 fight. Alright, Mitsu, hanging around. Number 1 rules of being an off-laner is not being seen. And he is right now. Oh, some fight breaks out around here. Here we go with a Firefly. But
they got the Jewel Blink Jewel. He was sitting invis and, you know, trying to scout some heroes into a sentry. Yeah, it's alright. It wasn't much, but they still want to fight, even with the Lion dead.
Oh no! They Prophet! Menu ping down. That's the important supports of Team Ragdoll. I mean, they are happy to fight for Team Nigma Galaxy. Holding an Aegis, got a Ravage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very farm. Lestrek has a Shiva's Guard coming out, so a lot of team fight potential. And Mizu, his signature Refresher Tide is going to be coming up in not too long if he gets some time to just keep farming.
Okay. Oh, let me check them. All right. OG.
OG, that's what I like to hear.
OG. He would say, hey bro, something wrong. Gotta fix. Not good.
Just want to hear OG and GG's, you know, that's all I want in my Dota life.
Okay. Okay. Misu. Everyone of Team Nigma Galaxy is trying to push on top. Tower dropping quite low. Seems like everything going on Nigma Galaxy way. Okay, they're gonna go up the high ground. They're gonna make use every single bit of this Aegis. Are you guys ready for the high ground this early? Alright. In your dream. Attacking on the tower. It seems like Ragdoll is going to give up this top tier 3 tower. You're gonna lose the outpost as well. Come on.
Yeah. We'll
Hello?
see if they can finish off this one. In Your Dream getting pretty low. Still has 2 minutes left on his Aegis. Also has a Bloodstone if he wants to use that to heal himself up.
Dire's middle tower
Oh.
is under attack.
The tower is down. So the outpost will be controlled by the Ragdoll.
Yeah.
Dire's
Well, they
bottom
can
tower
take
is under
they can get it
attack.
with the tier 2 tower now.
Yeah,
So we'll
yeah.
see if they take the outpost, but for now, ignoring that bottom outpost, I think they want to focus more around this top part of the map with Roshan being such a key objective. Although, you know, they've still got an Aegis for a minute and a half. Next Roshan is 4 or 5 minutes away. They scanned the Alacrity Invoker. They were hunting for him. They seemed to know he was coming down bottom. Very good awareness coming from Ragdoll, but
Yeah.
they don't get him. Alacrity gets out of there.
9k ahead for Team Nigma Galaxy. This is gonna push in. Alright, getting control of the triangle area, so this will slow down the T-Blade farm. Where is he now? I think he is just farming all the small camps nearby the mid lane, which is not gonna be enough for him right now.
Yep.
However, he's still sitting on top of the network.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
let's see if,
tower
what he
is
can
under
do. This
attack.
BKB is the pickup. But the question is, do they have enough stuns for him to kill people? Because, you know, you can get all the farm in the world on a TB, but he still relies on his teammates to keep heroes in place. He can't kill heroes if he can't hit them. So they're going to be relying on the Batrider Lasso, the Legion Commander Duel. They don't have any short cooldown stuns, which is, to me, a bit of an issue in their draft in these next few fights.
That's true.
Dire's bottom
On
tower
there.
is under attack.
It's actually the problem already shown since the previous game when sometimes they need some lockdown, but your supportity is the Weaver. Yeah, you can say you can go Weaver with a Rod of Atos, but it's not like a natural, reliable stun. It's not like Lion. Alright.
Yeah, Aegis expires, but at the same time, Tidehunter finishes farming up Refresher. So, but Refresher Tide smoking around his Ragdoll. They want to fight into them here. This could go really well or really poorly, depending if these Ravages land or not.
Yes.
Dire
Turn on the
are
smoke. This
scanning.
is gonna be a big fight. Game decision making fight on the BKB, and here we go. The Ravage in. Oh my goodness, TB shooting from long range. Now TB power is already showing us in this game. Misu trying to walk away. He's not gonna run away from TB. Next one is going to be the Mirana. Man, it seems to be a convincing fight in favor of Team Ragdoll.
They just ran at them and put the ward down, so they instantly jewel the Leshrac. That's such a huge amount of the damage output from Nigma Galaxy is coming from this Lesh that killing him, that makes their fight so much easier. And unfortunately for Mizu, they were quick on the BKB fingers. TB popping his BKB before he even entered the fight, just so he doesn't get clipped by the edge of the Ravage, making sure that the fight can go well for them. And it just wasn't enough for Nigma Galaxy. They've got to be a little bit concerned because they don't want this game dragging out too much when you look at the way their draft scales. They don't have that late game strength, that big late game carry like the TB.
Are there any way to fight a real carry hero in the late game? I mean, in this case.
Yeah, they're hoping Invoker can be that, and also like last game with the, you know, having double Ravage plus Cataclysm and some Sunstrike. He hasn't got the Aghanim Scepter yet, but I imagine that's going to be one of his items that he wants to go much later on, like around that 40-minute mark or something. If it goes there, he's going to want to get an Ags at some point.
Man, I still don't know who's gonna come up this one alive. But like you say, this is not a favorite playstyle of Team Nigma Galaxy, and also all these heroes as well. Having In Your Dream playing something that is not super late. Do you think if we changing from Leshrac into a Phantom Assassin, thing would be better for them?
I mean, it's like two different ways to play the game. I think if they'd picked PL instead of Lesh, the game right now they wouldn't be winning, but they would have a better late game. By picking the Leshrac, you know, they get this big early game advantage. They were hoping that at 30 minutes in, I think, you know, you mentioned, like, how does this game look at 30 minutes? I think Nigma Galaxy wanted to have an Aegis advantage and a 10k gold lead and maybe a Rax advantage. It's a 6k gold lead.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible. It's not like what Ragdoll wanted was a 0 gold difference. So it's kind of in between what the two teams wanted, which means this game is actually kind of even, I would say, right now. Since it's not quite what Nigma Galaxy wanted, it's not what Ragdoll wanted, but you're still worried if you're Nigma Galaxy that you have to keep making aggressive moves. TB's going to bottle up a double damage rune for the next fight. That's a scary thought. So these fights can be tricky, particularly because the Legion Commander, what he brings to the table this game that they didn't have last game is that ability to save someone who gets gone on. Like if someone gets Blink Ravage and Legion gets BKB off, Legion can save his teammate using the press the attack.
Oof, man. Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of small plays you can make in these fights for both teams. And I think Nigma Galaxy have to be talking about like which are the important heroes to try and catch and Blink Ravage. You want to kill the TB, but you don't get a chance to kill him if you don't catch the Legion Commander.
It's more like attacking game, chasing game right now, these two teams. But I think the pressure is already on Team Nigma Galaxy side. They just have to get something happen. I think they are waiting for the next Aegis.
Yep. They would like to find a way to get next Aegis, get that free Aghanim shard. Leshrac also wants to finish off this Link. If Leshrac had a Lincoln Sphere in that last fight, you can't just easily Blink Duel the Lesh. You have to find a way to break the Lincolns, which probably something good to look at. They could have 4-stuff on Batrider. Otherwise, they don't have the best ways to break Lincoln Spheres. Atos on Weaver.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's not the easiest.
The positioning of Invoker is going to play a big part in this one as well. All he needs to do is just standing firm and keep on attacking all the time. Produce the most damage for his team. That is the key. But I think he will be interrupted by so many heroes. The Batrider, the Legion Commanders and stuff. And right now, whole team smoke, trying to get into... just scouted it out. I think their plan is to win this team fight first and then get the Aegis. Ragdoll already got into the territory of Team NGX.SEA. The first duel belongs to Mirana.
Nice pick off. Do they try and fight with the Blink Ravage?
I think they will be back. Meteor and also the Ravage and stuff. But go straight. Oh man, the low HP, but it's still there. They spent too much to kill that G1 and the raid will be destroyed. Oh, looks like they're going to be destroyed. Another Ravage comes out. Terrorblade standing still. Tornado EMP getting kited a lot by a lot of players of Team NGX.SEA. They kill BT Fan and they kill it all in 3 down. They kited him like a goddamn kite.
And Yif is in... Oh, he gets away. They played around that Sunder perfectly. They didn't have enough chain stun. Sunstrike? Ooh, guess is wrong. Thought it'd run down. He actually ends up running up. Have they got a gem here? No. So it looks like Yif will get a... Whoa, they're still hunting. Pelosin has a blink. No.
The prize is mine.
He's getting away.
Bro, I mean...
Yeah,
it looks impossible, right? When you take a look at the heroes, and at this stage of the game, how are you going to fight the full-grown TB? But it seems like NGX, you see that standing position, they're standing away from the TB and kited him with all the boomerang, tornado, EMPs and stuff. Man.
Yep. And they understand that as much as they want to use the Ravage on TB, the bigger target is this Legion Commander, because you're never going to kill TB if Legion is there alive using Press the Attack. He can always save his Terrorblade and give him that extra mini BKB from the Ag Shard, so such a heads-up play. They get the TB low and almost burst him. They realize he's not going to die, so Mizu, I mean, he was kind of the MVP of that fight, I think, on the Tidehunter. He doesn't give TB a Sunder target and then allows the Invoker to come back in with that side device. It did cost them buyback, so now they're going to lose the Lion. So you look at the gold, as much as Nigma Galaxy do a great job winning that fight, it's still not great because of the buyback commitment they had to use to win that one. So Invoker using buyback, I think it was Mirana as well. I think it was just the 2 buybacks. That's still costly for them. Something they're going to have to be worried about. Batrider did great in that fight.
Yeah.
Citrus caught the Invoker, broke the Lincoln Sphere, and then lassoed him into the Terrorblade. That's how Ragdoll need to find a way to win these fights, is break Lincolns and kill lassoed targets with the TB.
To be honest, I felt feeling bad that all of the Enigma Galaxy is trying to aim GY. I think they overspent on GY, and now I understand when you describe that, okay, yeah. If you are not killing that LC, then you won't be able to kill TB.
Alacrity just trying to get out of this top lane alive. He's being... Batrider's like trying to find where he went, but yeah, he knows he cannot afford to die on this Invoker. Even with an Aegis, he'll die twice if he's not careful. Especially if his teammates can't get there in time, so... Double Ravage back up. Mizu has Ghost Scepter and is building an E-Blade. This is a cool item, you know, something the Dire team... Last game they had the Shadow Demon to save teammates who got gone on. This time around they don't have a save, so they're trying to make up for it with these little item pickups. Ethereal Blade, if someone gets caught in a lasso, E-Blade will boost the magic damage, but it means the TB can't attack them. So I like the idea of E-Blade against this TB, even though, you know, Lasso Firefly will still do a lot of damage.
Yes. Alright, seems like both sides. On top, Ragdoll destroying the top tier 2 tower. Meanwhile, NGX.SEA trading damage with the bottom tier 3 tower and decent damage with the bottom tier 3 tower with all these 4 spirits. Awesome.
Yeah, they're just continuing to push.
Yeah. Keep setting it
Solar
in.
Crest. They force a Glyph even.
Alright. That's the end of the round of the push. We still have like 2.5 minutes of the Aegis inside of Alacrity. So let's see they're gonna use it to do something or not. Meanwhile, Ragdoll looking like they are grouping up for a smoke.
Yeah. Not sure who the ideal target's going to be for them. They get an Octarine out on this Batrider, so his farm continuing. There's some nice extra cast range on your lasso, making it that much easier to blink in, break a Lincolns with 4 staff, and lasso someone. And a very low cooldown now, just 80 seconds on the Flaming Lasso.
Man, under pressure. Under pressure for both sides.
Yep.
Nigma Galaxy.SEA. Trying so hard to get their records up to 5-0, but they gotta win this game first, which is very hard against TB. But let's take a look at this one. Where there is a will, there is a way. Mizu. Acronym Scepter, Refresher, Orb, and Ethereal Blade.
Yep. Not as easy as most games for TB just to push out these lanes. The Lion being able to insta-kill these illusions with his Mana Drain and Hex. One of the reasons Lion has always been popular against the Terrorblade. And that just allows Lion to keep on farming, because those illusions give a decent amount of gold as well.
I can hear the smoke. There is only one guy smoke on the Ajit or Citrus. Get into the triangle, get to the higher ground. Just try to reserve the spot for the next. No, not yet. Aegis is still with Alacrity. What a long game these two team playing.
Yeah.
First one was like 50 minutes. This is already 38.
This is NGX in their element. This time around, though, not having the hard carry, there's going to be at least a little bit of concerns.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Leshrac and Invoker they're both good late game heroes, but they're not those, you know, TB Medusa types. And tier 4 items will come out now. We'll see.
Ninja Gear.
Trickster Cloak. That's a nice one for Leshrac. Evasion and magic resistance. It makes you very tanky. I mean, already tanky.
Oh, it's just gone. So, starting over once again for both sides. I think the visions at the Roshan area it's very important right now. We have the observer wards around here from a Ragdoll. but not covering that much on the water area.
Well, we'll see this kind of stalemate continue. This is, you know, starting to feel like Ragdoll are okay with this game dragging out. They can keep these heroes on their side alive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see Weaver start building into a Aghanims later on. If Legion's the one getting Blink Ravage, you need some way to bail him out. GY himself is thinking Aeon Disc because he wants to be able to save himself from a Blink Ravage. Something that they perhaps lacked last game, and both teams looking for a fight. Full smoke on Ragdoll, meanwhile tied with a Ninja Gear. He's smoked up by himself in the front lines.
Alright. They're gonna stay on the higher ground first. NGX.SEA 15 to 17 game score. Looks like Ragdoll getting a little bit better position on the higher ground. Gosh, setting out some weight. Misu. I think I need to keep an eye on Misu. He'll be the one to initiate first. Oh, he gets frame break down to the river. Oh, no.
Well smoked, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to see what he can find. Has his smoke get popped by the Weaver. And Ragdoll done a good job kind of pushing Nigma Galaxy away from this Roshan pit, which isn't respawning for at least a minute, but just giving some room to get some wards down. And also, they de-warded like 3 Dire Observer wards.
Catching first. Yeah, he's trying to do the time lapse, so he was stopped by the U Scepter once he touched it. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's still there. Yeah, he's there. I was a little bit too panicked.
Yeah, they messed up, and not totally. I think the arrow was going to hit him after the Aeon Disc, but then Leshrac Yules, so the arrow missed. Oh, lasso.
Oh, catching on Mirana, and Mirana goes down. It seems to be a good trade for Team Ragdoll. 4v4, are they ready to fight? I think Nigma Galaxy is happy to do so.
Yep.
Because
Tide wants to blink Ravage.
Yeah.
But the fire is stopping his blink. He couldn't Ravage.
Oh my
And
goodness.
looking for Batrider. Ooh, he saw he cancelled his TP because of that tornado. Although I don't know if it was going to actually land, but Citrus was a little bit worried.
This is getting harder and harder for Team NGX.SEA, man, to be honest. I mean, like you said, Ragdoll is so good at avoiding the fight until the TB get like a 6 slotted.
Oh, yeah. I'm a bit surprised Invoker's not going for the Aghanims. I think the Cataclysm with the Refresher Tide just sounds like it would be so good. But maybe just thinking like, okay, these heroes hitting them with Ravage when they've got all these BKBs is going to be tricky. And there's what, 4 BKBs on Radiant, plus the Legion press the attack.
And T-Blade just had his Aeon Disc. It's gonna be even harder, just bursting down some way. And also Aeon Disc on Legion Commander.
I think, and on Batrider. I think this is them adjusting from last game where they had no Aeon Disc. This is a very good item against the Tide. The Tide Refresher specifically, because Tide just wants to double Ravage to kill heroes. But when you've got Aeon Disc, it's a lot harder to do that. So they're going to have to find a way to force these Aeon Discs out. You can use maybe a Sunstrike or some Gushes from long range to try and pop these Aeon Discs, but when they're up, it's hard to go in with the Blink Ravage.
All right, into the Roshan pit. Min Yupeng. The Exorcism trying to take down the Flaming Lasso, catching on who is going to be Mirana. Mirana first one who goes out real quick. Joel can bot back right away. Tornado BKB, whoever has it, sending in Tornado EMP. Invoker walking up down the stairs away from the crime scene, but he's just sending in all the spells. Another Hex and another 3, but they're all down, dealing damage to Legion Commander. Everyone of Team Ragdoll is retreat back from the Roshan pit. Well. Do we still have the Ravage? Yes, we still have one more Ravage from the Tie Hunter, from the Refresher, or half HP Roshan.
TB. He had he refreshed. He has another Metamorph. He just bought it on courier. I don't think they saw this, so he left it on the courier, which means they don't know he's got a refresher.
Man, that's a small big thing in this team fight, definitely. In Your Dreams already in the Roshan pit, dropping quite low. The rest of Team NGX need to protect him. He's already inside, and the Ravage just hits on everyone. Oh, and on this popping it out, it just works so well against Team Nigma.SEA, where we rely so much on the Thai Hunter Rabbit, who gonna get the Aegis Kids, and also the Aghanim. Oh, and Mitsu snatch on the Aegis of Immortal, start on shooting. NGX.SEA Alacrity damage is pretty decent, and now he kills one. Let's take a look on this one. Alacrity just gone to wrap everyone. Nobody even noticed on him at all. It's 4 down on Team Ragdoll, and only one for Team Nigma.SEA.
Oh, the Lotus on the Sunder stopped the TB from healing back up. It was a cool move from TB to go back in with the refresher, but Nigma.SEA just, it was like brute force. They had all these buybacks. They were just willing to commit lives.
Crazy game.
They're getting, like, their draft is losing these fights if not for these buybacks.
It's just like they are forcing their way in. Against the will, against of everything, against all odds. They're still here at 45 minutes in the game.
Oh, and Invoker got the Ag's Blessing, I believe. That's
Great.
a really nice pickup for them, getting the free Aghanims.
Oh, and he has the overwhelming blink. One of the... this is actually my favorite sound in the game. Yeah. You see him landing again.
Just wants to tank up because usually you'd kind of expect. I guess he doesn't want the Blink because he's already got Spell Prism, so he doesn't need the cooldown reduction.
Yeah. I think he just needs
wants that
more, a little bit
tankiness.
more of the item, damage item for the Invoker to work properly. And yeah, I kind of agree with you when I look at the game right now. I mean, I believe that. Oh, yeah, but he just got an Aghanim Scepter from the Aegis anyway. So it doesn't have to do the Aghanim himself. Alright.
Well, we'll see if Ragdoll try and take a fight here. Very few heroes with buyback. Invoker and Batrider are the two big buybacks still available, as well as a support Lion. All the other buybacks mostly on cooldown from that last fight and the ensuing push from Nigma.SEA.
Yep. Alright. It's time to push, ladies and gentlemen. I think the next team fight, you better hold your breath before it happens, because it's going to be a super important, exciting one. Ally disappear, coming all up with the Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah.
Who's going to initiate
I
first?
can just
Who's gonna
frontline
get
here.
gone on? I think the
Yeah, they
anchor
don't want to
of-
go the Tide.
True.
Tide with this Aegis is just willing to put his body in line. In the past, like, you have to be a little bit careful because, like, Legion commanded, like we saw in the last fight, Legion jeweled the Tide and killed him with the exorcism damage. But now with an Aegis, he can frontline, and if he gets an Arcane Blink Ravage off, it's going to have such a low cooldown.
Here we go, sending in with the Gush Burst, and the Ravage comes out on 2 targets, so and everything. All of them just need to retreat for maybe because of the this trigger. But let's take a look at the fight down the river. And the first one who falls is actually TY with no buyback. They'll turn the BKB. Terrorblade standing in the middle of the fight. Another Ravage comes out, but cannot stop the Terrorblade on TB, which will still keep on fighting. Earthspike on 2. Look at that Pelosi stalling Terrorblade. And that was a mini Ravage. Work all game long. Where is the damage dealer? Where is the damage dealer? The Invoker standing next toe-to-toe against the VT Fade that is out. No buyback from him. It's 2 minutes. They somehow managed to pull this out of the game. Nigma.SEA doing such a great job, but the question is, can Alacrity survive right after this? After the buyback, and Alacrity is fall. He bought back right away. He know that this potentially gonna be a fatal push. Last single fight of the Middle Earth. Oh no, everyone spent all their buyback. I'm gonna show you the buyback status, and the last one who falls is Ragdoll. It's pretty much gonna be a team wipe, not counting down. 3, 2, 1. That's it. It's team wipe.
Oh, what an insane last fight of the game. I say last fight of the game, no one has buyback. I gotta imagine they're gonna try and end this game. The buyback's going Nigma.SEA's favor. They kept the Leshrac, even though Leshrac dies without buyback, they kept him alive so long. Mizu got a really nice Ethereal Blade onto him that bought him so much time and made them have to commit so much more to kill him. And then TB, you know, he only can do so much to keep himself alive, even with the refresher and the BKBs.
Radiant's middle tower is
Nigma Galaxy going for the tier 4s, going for the Throne Xyclopz, and it's
Brother,
only for Legion Commander.
Yes, I'm gonna give the interview all yours, man. I am so speechless. This is such a great game, great series, both series today.
These games were amazing.
Radiant's ancient
Wow.
is
This
under attack.
Nigma Galaxy team, they're the real deal, and they're not guaranteed to go Division 1. There could still be a 3-way tie. All 3 teams could end up 6 wins, 1 loss. So if they lose to Polaris, they might be in a tiebreaker, but this is a big win. They need to beat Polaris still to get Division 1, but right now, Nigma Galaxy have to feel so good about themselves.
4 to 9 minutes in as well, and they win it in a classy way ever. Picking no real hard carries and try to win it with all the magic, and they did it. My crazy God, I think we got a lot to talk about that in the interview for sure. But right now, let's take a look at the stat first. Let's take a look if that is the.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there'll be no interview because we have Division 1, so we're already a bit behind schedule, which means we have to hand off to the studio here to do the Division 1 match for today.
Brother, thank you so much. We get to see such a great game from all these 4 teams in Division 2, man. I have a goosebump in every single team fight. This is such a great opportunity. And thank you for all the teams for put up such a great show. Thank you everyone for tuning in and cheering all the teams and also supporting us in twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit as well. Thank you for you. I had so much fun today. Any shout out, brother, before we moving out to Division 1?
Shout out to you as well. It's always a pleasure to cast with you. These teams, honestly, putting on some crazy games. And I can't wait to see the rest of this weekend tomorrow. We have got, I think it's TNC versus SMG coming up next, guys. So stick around for more SEA Dota.
Thank you so much. That's it for the second match. Stick around. We'll be right back real soon.